Nobody caught anything, I see. What? Are people just blind? What's going on, man? The weekly resets, everybody goes fucking blind apparently. What are you people doing, man? Honestly. Did someone just quit the team because they're no better than everybody else at losing the towers? Well, I don't know what to do here, man. I'm sorry, there's no platform here? Yeah, can you... Roll the Greniers.
Tower lost.
I'm sorry, two people just quit the mission because they sucked more than each other. What the fuck? I'm gonna PM that guy and I'm gonna tell him I'm not your babysitter. Where are all the enemies?
The enemy have taken a tower.
Oh, really?
Must recapture it.
Guys, just stick to the towers. Oh my god. I like how the host and this other person were, like, they kept on moving around. They weren't stopping still. And then they had the arrogance to be like, well, we're gonna quit. It's clearly everybody else's fault. Oh my god, people have no self-awareness. Too bad I don't have punch through on the wall, huh? Handy, huh?
We cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel.
Remember, one follow-through on her claws, as if that helps her in situations like that, man. What's in my Valkyrie build? I went for the sweet 250 strength. It turns out that 250 strength is the sweet spot on Valkyrie, where you technically get the most amount of damage possible out of her from the strength part before you start hitting diminishing returns. Also, a lot of her skills, like, they have, I mean, going after 250 strength count feels pointless. I think one of her skills, like, has a cap. Is it her paralysis or something? It has a cap. Also, her number 2 has a point of diminishing returns with the attack speed. It's 1-to-1 scalar, but if you get it to 250, you don't need to use Prime Fury on the weapon. You can actually skip it out. As a Valkyrie player, I can't do anything here, man. D, are you serious? Ew, blue shard.
Narmer's spine eyes have been.
But does Warframe have boobies?
Excellent work.
Why doesn't every single Warframe have boobies is my question. Boobies. Big fat boobies. Big fat milkers. Don't ask me why the cat has big fat milkers. That's why Embers is better, because you still know it's a Warframe. It's like a lava lamp, a very sexy lava lamp. And then with Valkyrie, they're like, let's bolt on some tits on this cat. You're an old, well-oiled machine, old man. What you have? God, I shouldn't buy these, honestly. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them ever. Yes. Oh, now I'm getting Ember every time. Oh my god, I'm getting Ember every time in all these missions. Okay, secondary wounds. I don't care about armor and HP on Valkyrie, honestly. You're gonna be abusing the 5-second cooldown. And then we're gonna Plinks it. It was Plinksing time. You know, I wish there was a function that you just click on, it selects the items for you. And we're gonna Sampoot it. Sampoot. Assassination, really? Engorge Groslings. Engorge Goslings. Hostile Regeneration, Explosive Potential, Hazardous Good, Devil's Bargain, Bold Venture, Fragmented Type Never Stops Attacking, Fortified Foes, Entanglement. Okay, I think Valkyrie. I mean, I can definitely do it with an Ember at this point. But I'm gonna Valkyrie! And like a lot of YouTubers out there, just saying, you know when YouTubers do that fantastic thing, they don't play a Warframe for more than a week? And then they make a video and they're like solo void cascade, and I'm like, what's the point? You're gonna be abusing every single element. Do you wanna start? What is that motherfucker doing down there? With his black cheese? What do you mean black cheese? You mean moldy cheese? Yeah, do you wanna start? And this is why you don't spend 5 minutes looking for the things. Okay, I have to agree with the host. I have to agree with the host quitting over there. I have to agree with them. I honestly do have to agree with them. Sorry to say this, I do have to agree with them because that person just spent 5 minutes looking for the things. Dude, even I, when I came back to Warframe like an idiot while searching for those things, even I didn't do it in the Elite Archimedes stuff. Meme JPEG. Please switch to melee, thank you. Yeah. Okay. There's an LR tree with us, man. Yeah, collect docket. My own situation here where I'm trying to, like, yeah, get some energy, man, so I can come back. What are you people doing? But I can't really, like, hit their sweet spot. Still prime sure-footed? Yeah, unfortunately. I was running some tests yesterday, and honestly, not using prime sure-footed on Valkyrie when you switch weapons is honestly a fucking pita. I mean, thankfully right now I'm locked in melee, so I don't make that mistake. But let's say if I want to prime an enemy... Okay, I'm not doing the book, man. Yeah, guys. Oh, okay. Indeed. Don't bust my cat balls, okay? By the way, the funniest balls I've ever seen are cat balls, honestly. They're like two mochi ice creams. Why do cats have like such stupid balls, man? I never understood the point of cat balls. I mean, I know male cats have balls, but like, now they look like two mochi. Mochi? The thing, that ice cream that's wrapped in the dough. Oberon, please, man, don't do this at least in the EDAs, please. Even I didn't do this. We're all registered losers. I should aim it right on his chin. Oh, in this kill. See, that's a joke. And then, by the way, Valkyrie sometimes still gets stuck. I have no idea what the definition over there is, or what Steve meant by that. What did he mean? What do the numbers mean, Steve? What do they mean? In before a bunch of Warframe content creators get offended on his behalf, and I'm like, have you guys never played Silent Hill? And they're gonna be like, no. We know what games are. We know play one thing, Warframe, eh? And I'm like, good. Did I think about using Equilibrium? Yeah, I did. Equilibrium is trash. By the way, why do people still recommend Equilibrium? I don't understand. This is actually one of the things I don't understand. I see many builds with Valkyrie and Equilibrium. And I don't understand where that's coming from. What is? Are you people stupid? Why is Frost trying to protect the globe, man? It doesn't make any sense. Typical Frost players, one single brain cell in between their entire body. Every single Frost player is the same, they're sharing the one brain cell in between each other. You burst me, you did. I'm sorry, my skills for a second... Well, rip. Okay, I better stay away. I better stay away from the rest of my team. Also, this sucks without having my iframes, man. That was my bad, 100%. Hopefully enemies don't see me. And somehow I lost armor. By the way, oh, I lost 10% armor. That's why I lost like energy bar. Listen, as a Valkyrie player, I can only do one thing, which is kill. Okay, that's my limit. I can only kill. Why is this thing so far away? Also, what poisoned me? Oh, I'm sorry, there's a debuff where if you pick up the amphoras, you get debuffed with it? Oh my god, that's a thing! This is bad. This lack of kill rate is a huge problem for Valkyr. I know someone out there is gonna be like, you have like so much energy, how to keep on like having energy problems. And I'm like, well, how else are you supposed to reach the 250 soft cap on Valkyr? Explain that to me without blind rage and overextended. God, I wish her claws kept impact so I can actually stab people. Valkyr should have built-in auto stab, I think. Okay. Okay, stay away from my team. I'm the problem? You know, my claws go everywhere. Good luck with that. No, 5 energy per second waste is honestly not that big of a deal as I made that out previously. But it's all thanks to the heavy build, honestly, more than anything. Because I get that multiplier can actually kill the enemies in a timely fashion. I don't know if people play Valkyr without the thing. What call it? What a pointless empty room. Without the thing, without this, like the multiplier. And Valkyr and Nautilus fight for their right in tagging enemies. Wow, 710 energy, huh? Remind me again what Equilibrium does? By the way, fun fact, the reason I don't know why people put Equilibrium on Valkyr, first of all, in the current... Why am I so slow at? So in DX12 for some reason there is more particles that make it very hard. Can this slow you down? I have no idea. Well, this is fun. Oh my god, why are there more particle effects in DX12 mode? I don't understand, this is so stupid. Okay, look at the ground, so I have some frame rates. Don't look up, frame rate's bad. By the way, am I attacking slower? What? I'm sorry, my attack speed is based on my frame rate or what? With heavy attack I don't feel it, but if I do this, this is definitely a lot slower. What the fuck? Or maybe just skipping animation, I don't know. Oh my god, these frame rates, man. We started again. Don't go into DX12 mode, honestly. The slight loading speed is not worth it. What is happening? Why does DE just put random particle effects everywhere? Is this a desert storm? They should call this monster the Ghibli. See, it's a high-level joke because that's what in some Arabic countries they call the sandstorm. Enjoy the frame rate. It's a shame if we wasted the extra frame rate here or there, says D. Minus 100% armor. Hilarious. Comedy gold, man. By the way, is anybody priming this guy or no? I feel like there's a lack of status elements going on around here. Do you think like the first time I ever did this mission, someone out there is gonna be like, hey, you can farm Stella over here, and then they waste everybody's time farming Stella, and I'm like, dude, why? What's my problem with Equilibrium? I don't know, man, okay? I'm not gonna say anything. Because there are psychopathic YouTubers out there that are just like, put Equilibrium on everything without running the math. And I'm like, what is Equilibrium doing for you? No, it's doing so much. Every day I wake up, I go to sleep, and I'm like, Equilibrium in here, Equilibrium in there, just stuff that Equilibrium up my ass, and I'm like, stop, Equilibrium is not doing anything at the end of the day. No Valkyr this week, I just love that. Previously, I just kept on getting Valkyr, and now once the skin comes out, I'm not getting Valkyr at all. Another bad gun. Some melee that nobody uses. Everybody's like, wow, 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 look at this. Zoran? Zoro? Oh, there. Hypersensitive. Ammo deficit. Fractured armor once again. Max ammo. See, so I have to go Valkyrie. See, the game is teaching me. Pile on. Defensive. Oh my god. This one where flare sucks you off. Corrupted flesh. Enemies will take damage. Lega sight once again. Is it double? No. No one's gonna stab you. That tiny wall is enough to stop me from like hitting them, man. Oh my god. What's with all the extra particle effects, man? Hold on, there's a leecher. And I'm stuck on every small detail in the world, man. I'm so happy at least my skills have priority on top of my team's. Because they have been very annoying. Oh my god, there's another leecher. Oh. I had a heart attack there. I just thought I wasted my time. What? What just... Host, fuck you, man! What's wrong with your PC? How bad is it? I need to spend another half an hour in a shitty mission where things don't die because of all the damage reduction on everything. Oh my god, Ebola, man. Pure Ebola, honestly. I go to sleep Ebola, I wake up Ebola. Shadow Destroyer, please, just work here, man. Just understand your life choices, honestly. Why are you guys fighting out there? It's down here, our enemy. And it's the same map. I'm not going there. We have an objective here. Come over here. What are you guys doing up there? I don't understand. Does nobody like... Dude, look at the map. There is a map. Look at the information on the screen. It's not that hard. You know, just saying. Work with me here. What? What are they doing upstairs? They don't even look at the screen? Is the screen blank? What's happening? I mean, if they're blind people playing the game, that's honestly pretty fucking impressive in my opinion. Oh my god, can we get over with it this week? Can the weekly be done by the end of the week, please? Fucking Superman, man. I became host.
Just shut down all systems.
Sorry, Fish Lung, you're gonna have terrible performance on your end.
These hell scrubbers have been marinating in tech rot for God's
I'm gonna marinate you in my tech rot.
Work again, and that's bound to prime the timeline.
Oh, really? Good for me, man.
Whatever you say, kid.
By the way, you gotta appreciate the absolutely ugly color filters around in these levels. Oh, I didn't suck them in. Okay, then something broke on my... Did something break on my build just now? What, because I'm host? Yeah, okay, you slow down. No, you don't come. Boy, I have no idea. Ew, what's with all the particles everywhere? Okay, so for some reason, now as a host, when I press my number 3, sometimes don't suck in enemies. It's like they're in a paralyzed state and they don't wanna... Okay. Don't worry, the game is not buggy at all. It's not like Valkyrie already needs all the help possible to be comfortable to play. At least my damage seems to be on par. So that's good. You know what I mean? The damage seems on par. Not like the previous run. This is one of the things I never understood about Warframe. Sometimes you play the same exact level, but with a different host or client or whatever, and you're doing less damage. Other times you're doing more damage. It's like there's a weird code left in the game, something like a scaling code that just like ruins your run sometimes. How are you not dead? Are you dodging me, Sekiro? Am I ever gonna complete my equilibrium comment? Oh, right, I was saying something about equilibrium and then I got distracted. No, it's just like equilibrium is bad. It's objectively bad. This isn't like a personal opinion, it's bad. Like, you know, this isn't me being like, hey, I know something other people don't. Like, it's objectively bad. Okay, think of it this way. With equilibrium, you get 100% tank conversion on all of your, like, orb pickup, right? But here's a fun fact. You get original orb value if you're full. Like for example, let's say you're trying to pick up, what is it? Not energy orbs, health orbs, right? To sustain your energy at 110% or something like that. In theory, that's good because you might be thinking, oh, okay, I get something like 50. Oh, this is bad. See, just do that, suck in all the enemies so you can actually kill them and not get killed. Instead of riplining them, nor randomly. But anyways, at most you're gonna get like 55 energy if you get a health orb. But here's a fun fact with equilibrium I was yesterday trying. Equilibrium doesn't work if you're full on one stat or the other and the conversion happens. You get original value. This means your energy orb actually becomes 25 again instead of 55. I was very confused by that. I was running equilibrium yesterday to check a few things on Valkyr, and oh my god, I couldn't sustain my energy with equilibrium. Also, I wasted a precious slot there. On the other hand, you get 2 of those energy efficiency shards, and you get 62 energy minimum on a pickup with Zenruki. You know the Zenruki thing I use with 50% extra energy. If you're out of Valkyr mode... okay. If you're out of Valkyr... Yeah, I'm the hero. Registered loser! Loser, I barely met her. But with equilibrium, you get 55 energy per pickup. If you're not full on something. If you're full on something, you get the original value, which means like 25 instead. Equilibrium is like so bad, and on top of that, Valkyr already heals. So why do you need the conversion, the double conversion? And the excuse is, oh, because you get like so many orbs. Except you don't. Every single orb... I can't launch my vehicle for some reason? Okay. No, my skills are working? No, my skills are working. Oh, because this stupid asshole, man! No, I was gonna stab him, man. Wow, Temple, you're a shitlord, man, honestly. We're all gonna lose this mission because of that shitty thing where it needs to heal. We're all energy-starved Warframes. I can't use my claws because it's gonna be... Oh my god, he's gonna die, I think. Can somebody stand next to them? Did they not also read the thing? I read it, but I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Guys, either stand next to them or... Wow. Wow, what a shitty modifier. Temple, you suck, honestly. You're the least cool motherfucker out there. I keep on losing my 4. Please, just... You keep on disabling my... Oh my god, this is so bad. Okay, team. We're in serious trouble? Okay, we lost this. I don't know how you're supposed to sustain this. This range is way too big. Okay, there's one thing I can keep on doing. Don't try to be a hero. hell? You suck! What do you need my energy for? What are you, an old man? I need energy! I don't have my energy. Where are my pills at? Taking multivitamins every day. I'm out of energy. Team, please kill slightly faster. I need energy, thank you. Look how far I need to be away. Okay, I think we're done. Okay, I'm gonna stand next to you so you don't die, whatever energy deficiency we have. Dude, what is this? 1% isn't enough to heal Temple. See, imagine doing that with just Ripline. Please don't crash or something. If the game crashes or something, I'm not doing this again this week. 2 shitty missions after each other, and then they expect me to be happy with just an Archon shard. What the? What? Dude, that gave me a scare. I thought we all failed the mission. Kalimos! This is your future, a cat with fat tits. If you take too many hormones. Is that an enemy or what? Kalimos, you don't need the finest hormones, just pick the first one you see. This is not why the last man. Yeah? Kalimos, please. This cat. Oh boy. But anyway, I was trying to explain about the equilibrium. Listen. Well, in Warframe currently you have like so many ways to avoid taking damage. You have iframes, you have leech, you have this, you have that, okay? The one source of problem you're gonna have 90% of the time is like literally... Is the cat burning? The one source of problem you're gonna have constantly, especially if you use blind rage, is energy. I have no idea why people are using equilibrium, especially with all the defects it has. Equilibrium should not even be on the menu for 90% of the builds out there. That slot can literally be used for anything else, including blind rage, and with blind rage, if you just take 2 shards, you recover the energy. Also, I have no idea what 27 HP is gonna do for you. I think that's my favorite part about equilibrium. People cherish it way too much, and then the entire thing ends up being like, yeah, you get 27%, like 27 health if you do the thing, or if you're too full, you don't get anything. That's what I don't understand about equilibrium. You get 55 energy, or you get 27 HP, like literally that's it. What is it gonna save you with? You get 1 or 2 shards, you have the same performance. And I know someone out there is gonna be like, well, you know, maybe there are better mods than that and stuff like that, like, you know, the Archon shard. And I'm like, yeah, but you're wasting 1 mod space that is better used somewhere else. There's more variety of mod spaces, no? Like, what are you gonna get out of that 2 slot with the Archon shards? You're gonna get like 30 strength? You can just take blind rage, it will recover it. In fact, even then you can take 3 shards. Like, in fact, you even live up space to get the Mudari, the Naduri, all those other schools, instead of being stuck with Zenruki sometimes. What is Equilibrium doing? Equilibrium doesn't help you. Half the time you're not getting energy, man. You're not getting the 50 energy. You're getting 27 energy. And people are like, yeah, just put in Equilibrium, man. Just stick it in there. And I'm like, dude, half the time it doesn't work. By the way, fun fact, Equilibrium also sometimes doesn't work if your client, host, whatever. If your host... And the client, like, for example, if somebody's playing on, not on my PC, like I'm host right now, right? If my PC is unable to keep up with the information in the map, which can happen sometimes, I wouldn't be surprised if they're, like, not getting the orbs. Also, sometimes the orbs will despawn, so I have no idea where that entire thing is coming from. Also, relying on 1 energy orb to give you all the energy, it's much better than relying on 3 orbs in order to provide you with the energy. Just saying. Just saying. Because with the clear beam, you have to pray for more orbs to drop. Did I watch the show Why Last Man? Yeah, I did. I did watch the show Why the Last Man. God, remember that show? And in one season it got cancelled. And everybody was like, oh, what a sad day. And I'm like, dude, it sucked. It was so bad. Dude, it's embarrassing. If a Western TV show... See, I'm leaving it breathless. If a Western TV show is like literally worse than anime, I don't know what to say, man. I think it's embarrassing, honestly. I think the West should apologize. Why didn't I like it? The show, Why the Last Man? I didn't like it because, oh my... there's a very sensitive subject matter in it. Okay? And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but oh my god. I know it's based upon a comic book, but oh my god, was the comic book that bad as well? You know which one I'm talking about, which subject matter. Because honestly, it was just so... I just couldn't relate to it, honestly, and no offense, but... like, it was pretty badly done. The hormone thing? Yeah! That one. The world ends, and all the TV producers could imagine was a group of people kept on asking for hormones while the world around them was collapsing. And all I could think about was like, yep. That's not good story writing, man. That definitely isn't. Am I not gonna find any tech rot in this map? Did they actually fix the Scaldera survival maps finally? Very unfortunate for the rest of us in society. I understand what the show was trying to do, but honestly, it was... I mean... like, did you really need to make the subject matter that badly presented? Did they actually fix this level? Where's the underground part? Or even one that leads to the exit, where is it? Yeah, where was the pathway to the exit? See, I complain about Why the Last Man, a terrible TV show that, like, no offense, is worse than your average anime. It's so childish. And then the entire premise of the show, well, it wasn't the entire premise of the show, but 90% of the show at one point for an episode was just like, hey, we want to find a certain kind of medication for our needs that are honestly not important considering the rest of society just like 50% of it died off. I'm like, wow, what a terrible way to like present your subject matter right now. Somebody just lost the entire family out there. And all the show could think about was like, yeah, let's do this and present it in the worst manner possible, in the most petty, childish manner possible. I just couldn't believe it, honestly. It depends on the individual. I don't think it does. You just have to know how to write something decently, and writing that subject matter, well, you know, the entire premise is like from the first episode, oh no, look at all these people dying in the cruelest ways possible, airplanes crashing, families dying, oh no. And then there is a bunch of smart-mouthed people that are like, hey, where are our hormones? And I'm like, dude, the world ended. The establishment ended. Everything is upheaval. There are people right now... well, not right now. I mean, okay, you know, our world is not a great place. But my point was, with the TV show Why the Last Man... I don't care. Free boy, I don't care. The problem is, I don't feel like the writers actually knew anything. It's like... I mean, I guess it's showing like selfish human nature, you know, except the show presented it as noble. What they expect out of Why the Last Man? I thought out of Why the Last Man we'll get a light-hearted show. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say like my animes, but you know, the subject matter would be a little bit lighter. I mean, I'm not expecting this guy to have a harem, you know, but like the show not to be that depressing. It got that depressing. Okay, it got that depressing. And then every single person that they tried to represent in a noble way, they just came off as selfish. But the thing is, the show was unaware how selfish it looked and tried to present them nobly. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what I can say. I think when 50% of your society died off, and you know, they especially played like those episodes where it's like, oh no, look at these moms that lost their children.
ace next time, yeah?
You pick up your ass next time. You know, look at all these moms that lost their children. When you... Okay, here's the thing about Why the Last Man. Let's be honest here. Why are you playing... Not a clip, but, you know, part of the show's writing. Why are you like, oh no, look at all these women that lost their children. Oh no, what a sad day. Oh no. And then, not even 5 minutes later, or the next episode the next day, or should I say next week. But in my case, I binge watched it, so you know it was like literally the next hour. You're showing me like, hey, we want hormones. We're hormones, we're paying extra for hormones. And I'm like, dude, what is your pacing, consistency? That of a toilet paper? This is what I mean. I know I'm being very mean, but like, okay, like, you can't do that, you know? Dude, Undertale had better timing with its sad moments. Like, it was so childish. Listen, if you're gonna have your show be childish, you know, then at least, you know, have a light, not light humor, but, you know, make the show lighter than this, the subject matter. Make it lighter than this. They were trying to win Oscars on the premise of a show that's really, really stupid, and where, let's face it, most people are gonna read, like, the premise of the show, and the first thing they're gonna think about, you know, if they ever watch any Japanese cartoons, they're gonna think of that entire harem presence. And the show is trying to win Oscars, so it's not going there. And then they're making people that have selfish requests into noble people, and I'm like, you can't do that when the last episode or about 10 minutes ago you showed moms crying for their dead children. You can't do that. Are you guys stupid? You don't know how to write a story or what? No, you don't understand. It's a TV show and we have to compress the episodes. Then don't make it if you don't know how to write. No, you don't understand. It's culture. What are you talking about, man? You guys just don't know how to make a show, you know? Just give it up. Go and work at McDonald's. Seriously, putting ketchup on the... Which is kind of ironic because, you know, the burgers are all ready. Putting ketchup on a burger is too hard for you. To the writers of the TV show, Why the Last Man, you guys literally will have difficulty putting on, like, ketchup sauce on a burger, okay? No offense, but that's how bad you guys are at writing. Because they have no pacing, you know what I mean? They have no pacing. Okay, imagine this. Imagine I make a movie or a TV show, okay? I make a TV show about some you know, subject matter, heavy subject matters or whatever. And then I got on my way to make selfish characters. Because here's the thing. I love how I just left that point. Because here's the thing. Here's what I saw in Why the Last Man and what I had like PTSD to. There is an anime, okay? One of those shitty ones, you know, where the character is overpowered from the first episode and people kick him out of the guild and they're like, we don't need you anymore, man. And of course there's the beautiful Saintess, you know, in the team that isn't evil. She's a good girl. And she like secretly always fights for the good guy. You know that trash? Okay. Some people love that trash. Honestly, I can't tolerate it. Now imagine this. In that anime, the good girl gets betrayed by a bunch of her teammates and they're gonna sell her into slavery, okay? They're gonna sell her into slavery. If the good guy, the good overpowered guy that got kicked out of his team didn't appear one day and save the girl, she'll be sold into slavery, okay? Okay, we got this, okay? And then the knights, you know, the good knights, which are essentially the cops of that world, they arrest the guys and they're like, we're gonna take you to prison because you're gonna sell a woman into slavery. And then the good guy comes out and he's like, no, don't take them to prison, they're misunderstood. No, bro, you don't understand. They were, you know, as children, they were like, they didn't have a good upbringing. That's why they sell women into slavery. Just let them go, man. They had a hard life. Listen, it's fine if you sell somebody into slavery if you had a hard childhood. Everybody knows that. So, that's exactly what I saw in Why the Last Man. In Why the Last Man, you have selfish people that are like, well, our society collapsed, but we're too busy scrounging for hormones. And I'm like, dude, like, you know, showing maybe pathetic characters vying for hormones, I can understand that. Maybe sad moments like that, I can totally understand that. Maybe people, you know, getting depressed but because their entire world is turning upside down. Or, you know, somebody might say something poetic like how a controlled world is, like, ironically enough, a controlled world is where, like, you know, people like that could live in. That, you know, ironically enough, it's the end of the world, we want a restart, isn't gonna work because everything is restarting in society. Something deep like that. Nope, nope. Just a bunch of greedy kids out there, fresh out of college, that are like, well, we need hormones everywhere. Like Kalimos in this game with her hormones. I'm like, dude, at least make the characters sympathetic. Give them a story, a moment. You know the TV show Last of Us? The Last of Us did, like, those elements. Those, for lack of better terms, those progressive elements much, much better. Why The Last Man had no self-awareness? They were like, look at these people, they're suffering, they're so noble for us. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up! The previous episode you saw, you showed mothers crying for their dead children, and then it's like, well, we need hormones. What? Those are the equivalent? And they present it so nobly. Listen, dead children? Oh no, what a sad day, dead children. But hormones? Oh no, what a sad day. People need hormones in the apocalypse. It's not like half of the world is already starving. It's not like literally trade lines have collapsed. It's not like there's potentially a chance that people go out to war against each other just for some land. No, 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 no. What a sad day. And here's the thing. Where were all the warrior women? Huh? I don't mean Xena style or something like that. They were like really shy to engage with the idea of the paramilitary state, you know, with the entire president, there was like that president thing, right, the story. Like, why The Last Man actually started going some interesting directions, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be good. And then nothing. They were too busy having at least, I think, 2 episodes out of 12, right? They were too busy having like 2 episodes out of 12 about hormones. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You already have like 12 episodes only, give it a break. What about the intrigue, the politics, all this stuff? The stuff that affects the world. By the way, I got stunned over there as Valkyrie, I have no idea why. What about any of that stuff? Nope, nope, hormones. We have to have 2 dedicated episodes, I remember this very clearly, to hormones. And I'm like, dude, please, just stop. You guys, whoever the millennials were writing that story, honestly, they did not write the story. They should be embarrassed that their parents even paid money for them to go to a school and learn how to write in whatever language they wrote the script in. Because it was clearly not in human language. If you learned ancient Egyptian and you wrote the script in hieroglyphics, it'll make more sense than whatever those stupid millennials wrote it in. Hormones, hormones, hormones. What the world ended! Now's not the time! Hormones, hormones, hormones. Sorry, I got really mad because, like, yesterday I was reading something on Reddit, somewhere on Reddit, and somebody was like, hey, remember that show? Why The Last Man? Under, I think, Sci-Fi or something. And I got so mad, I was like, that fucking show, man. The show that was written by people that don't know how to write pacing in stories. Also, you know how in... Yeah, sure. No, I'm not your rat. Scaldera troops with melee weapons. Wow, we're just eliminating Scaldera left and right today. Also, I can confirm the performance actually did improve in these levels. I don't know why when I'm host, well, not when I'm host, but like when I'm other people, the performance drops so badly. But that's what I mean. Like, what are you guys doing? Present likable, sympathetic characters. Maybe have a story about them, so you know I can be like, yeah, bro, I can relate to you. Yeah, homie, I'm with you. Nope. We just have to make a statement, and then what's the big deal? I think that's one of the things I don't like about a lot of shows like this. Is they try to just make a statement. You know what I mean? They're just making a statement. They don't actually care about saying something like a story. They're just trying to make a statement. And I'm not here to, like, you know, especially when it comes to TV shows. Sorry to say this, but I'm not here to listen to statements. I'm here for a good story, make me relate to the characters and, like, you know, care about them. Because you know, it's the same thing as, what you call it. Remember Westworld and how it became bad at a certain point? Forget about it becoming bad because apparently the writers, they kept on trying to change the story so the internet wouldn't guess what it is, which is why, like, was it season 2 or season 3? Season 2 or season 3 became a mess because, fun fact, the writers apparently were looking at Reddit, and every time somebody guessed something about the story and how it was going to be written, no, you don't get to call anything, how the story was going to get written, they actually, like, rewrote parts of the story, which is why season 2 or 3, I don't remember how many seasons there are in Westworld, was so bad. That was the reason. And yeah, I agree. What a stupid sentiment. What the writers are doing with their lives, I have no fucking idea. But yeah, so what was my point? Actually, I forgot what my point was. But the thing is, in the case of Westworld, you know, like, remember the robot lady? It was funny because a lot of people are like, well, why are they calling her bitch? See, if a man did what she did, people would be like, hooray, what a cool girl. Because, sorry, if a man did it, you know, they'd be like, wow, what a cool guy. What a badass. He's evil, but what a badass, you know, because there's that bias when a guy is evil, people cherish him on. They're like, wow, you're so cool, man. And if a woman does something evil, they consider it to be bad. I don't know how true that is, but in case of Westworld, there was a reason. It's because it's like the character was acting selfish. Like, you know, basically the payoff to the character, after the way she acted and everything that happened to her would like end up being selfish. It was the equivalent of, yeah, I'm gonna start beating up everybody's children because they bullied me. I don't know how much people miss that point. You don't have a character be an evil guy, okay, and then goes around bullying children, like the lesser incompetent of them, and we're supposed to be like, yeah, what a badass. Because a villain that's charismatic and takes on bigger guys, bigger guys than him, is what we root for. You know, that's what we do. If you have the villain bully the weaker, it's not cool. Even if they're charismatic, they reaches a point where they're like, no, not charismatic at all. Think of it this way. The villain that kills the hero, not kills the hero, like does something really evil. But and then, for example, you know, like a little kid sees them kill their father, whatever, and the evil guy is like, now you join me to get your vengeance against me, kid, or whatever, you know, something like that. That's what you do. Instead, in the case of Westworld, the way she was presented was more akin to, hey, I just killed your parents, I'm gonna kill you, kid. And the kid's like, what the fuck did I do? You know, it's the same thing with, not Deus Ex Machina, that sci-fi show, once again, where the lady robot was created by that billionaire guy in the basement, and then she escapes, and like, did I just fail the quest because they didn't drop enough things, man? Amir, do something, motherfucker! Why are these guys not dropping any oxygen? I don't understand. Just drop your fucking oxygen! By the way, did I accomplish the mission anyways? Yeah, I did. See, I'm cool like that. The one where the robot lady that got made, and then that simp comes in or whatever, and then there was the other robot lady, and you know, some people hated the story, and I thought the story actually made sense because there was the entire betrayal idea of humanity versus robot and stuff like that. But once again, some people missed the point. Why people like me still hated the story, especially near the end. It's because then she implied she's gonna go out there and conquer humanity as a robot, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck did I do to you? Imagine this, you're a guy minding your own business one day, and this robot lady decides to start a revolution and take out the entire of humanity because what the fuck did you do? That's the selfish part about the stories that I don't like. The villain is not charismatic enough for me to be like, hey, this person is going out there and it's gonna like, she's gonna ruffle stomp a bunch of families out there for no reason. She's gonna leave a bunch of orphans behind, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is charismatic? Well, you'll see, because it's a woman, you people hated it. And I'm like, no! What about the evil guy villains that do stuff like that? Nobody likes them anyways. Why do you think people like Hannibal Lecter? Because he doesn't do stuff like that. He doesn't see a kid and he's like, I'm gonna eat that kid. You don't understand if a woman did that because you're gonna write her eating a kid and not in that way. You guys can't simply every time be like, well, you hate us. I'm like, maybe write a better story? Don't have the villain eating out kids and not in that way.
For me.
I'm like, that's not the problem. The problem isn't a gender thing. The problem is you writers don't know how to write a charismatic character villain that makes me go, you know what? This asshole, I can get behind him. You don't want to do that. That's the problem.
The Metrocell is hidden.
All this because of hormones. Dude, you have no idea how much I hated that storyline in Why the Last Man. It didn't make any sense. Hey, I know the world ended, and everybody you loved most likely died, but hey, we're gonna make a big statement here, okay? Dude, please. Have some self-awareness, man.
You've triggered the alarms. Lose this data, the mission will be a complete failure.
Come on. You don't have the hacky tool? No. Wow, 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 wow. You... Wow.
The enemy has successfully destroyed all the data.
What
This
the...
mission...
Who was it? Who was it? Which clan can I insult? Okay, Ice God Shadow and Telfu. Hold on. Typical Kume players. Legends of the Crow. Yeah, first of all, A, you guys are not legendary, and B, your crow sucks. Just like a typical crow, you only steal credit from other people, huh? Wow. Wow. Wow, I've seen failure in real time for the first time. Caught on camera HD, not even 4K. So every Monday, people just don't have their brains working, right? This is like the third time I see this happening. Okay, I'm gonna trust you too back there, right? I can trust you. You people are good people or bad people? Oh, look at this. Wow, I can shoot a rope. How do I shoot web? Hey, Legends of the Crow! Enrichment! What do you enrich yourself with? Not knowing how to play the game? What, you gonna spend 5 hours farming in Deimos? By the way, everybody who does Valkyrie blue. Are they trying to copy Auntie Nyan Nyan from that game? Because they don't know her skin color wasn't blue, right? It was turquoise. I don't know, I remember that. The horn caught.
Senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away.
Your man bride? What? What's your name? Your man Bree. Oh, okay. The horn caught. Hilarious comedy gold, man. Did your parents give you that name? Wow, very useful, man. Rip line. Oh no, it was the non-hacky one.
I am no longer detecting signs of a juggernaut. Move on. You are safe.
How do I get in now?
That's
Where's the hacky thing? What? How did you get inside that hole? Typical Titiana players, they can't help themselves. They've been a nuisance to everybody in the world. Every day I cry myself to sleep knowing there's a Titiana out there enjoying the game all by themselves. Look at this, all skill.
I'll use these blasphemous medicines now and repent later.
Do we find a religious corpus that doesn't want to use medicine? A Valkyrie Grax, see? Some people have shame. They cover their big fat cat tits. Elite gamer, I don't trust you. I honestly don't trust you. I don't believe for a second you're an elite gamer, man. There's a je ne sais quoi about that name. Elite gamer 95, were you born in 95? Why, you're ancient, man. 20, yeah, you're ancient, man. Oh, look at Boo. Oh. Isn't that right, fellow Zoomers? I'm not even a Zoomer. He's screaming at my face, you say? What the fuck? Yo, I'll have one-shot him with a Brahma by now! With the heat.
Cal 175. A legend in the flesh. And he's just a regular tool. If you're waiting for me to thank you, forget it. Scrag and I be executed just for talking to me.
What? I'm sorry, you will die if you talk to me? Who, the queens? We're in full-down rebellion, man! Well, not rebellion, like, you know, we're surviving! See, why I don't like the queens? Other than D making her that tiny for some reason, that is just wrong. Just saying. And apparently they don't allow sisters to talk to their brothers. Brothers, stop acting like unwise, man. Follow me. But why would they get killed if they talk to me? Well, what a complicated family the Greenears have. Sisters will die if they talk to their brothers. No way. Yeah, what happened to all the gene stamps? I think they actually broke it with the latest update. They fixed all the bugs on the sister, so you don't speedrun her. Because I'm the only person playing this game. They clearly watch my videos, right? Wink, wink. And somehow they broke the gene stamp thing. I mean, who the fuck cares about that 15 things? But still, man, it's so insulting. By the way, I love it on how there were no missions to destroy the flying enemies in this mission, and then after I complain about it, not a week later, or should I say in the next major update, they adds an achievement that you destroy extra ships. You motherfuckers, honestly. I go to sleep, I wake up, you guys add extra deficits to me. Here, I'm gonna speed up the ship, hold on, where is it? Where's the 80? Okay. Also, no offense, the Grappler became worse. Okay, that's a new skill I've never seen before. A year later, I see a new skill out of these missions. I like how I've been doing these missions for a year. I must be a psychopath. Okay, never mind. Explosive weapons don't work over there. 17 everything and avoid cascade. Oh, the fuck you, man. I don't want cascade right now. Okay, let me just level up my cat. Oh yeah, what happened to my cat? Hold on. Where is it? I have one imprint. What? Midnight? What do I do here? Vaska Kavat. What is the process here? Okay, the player will generate a code template to ensure that they specify Vaska imprint. I'm sorry, I need 2 imprints! I need to... D, are you guys like insane or stupid or what's going on here? Cat. But you're still red, is this intended or no? What? How do you get imprints? I don't need any of this. Oh, you can't buy them by themselves! Oh, D. Go and fuck yourself, man. Oh, there. How long will this take? 24 hours or what? 6 hours for a cat! Oh, okay. No, cat, disappear out of my life, man. Fuck you. Where's the other one? I'm gonna level up just now. Hey, you three. Let's go. You stupid animals. Yeah, I have nothing else to do. I guess I'm just going to do one of these. The cat is leveling up a dog. D! Honestly! Were you born in the trashes of Vancouver? What the fuck is wrong with you people? That's literally not a dead zone, man. What's this deal, honestly? Reflex of a cat on me. See, I'm cool like that. How's my dog? Yo, dog, you take too long to level up, you know, just saying. And then I need to re-level you up again because I need to guild you. Wow, what a fantastic system they designed. We need to double level up your beast. What a beast of burden. You think that was a joke? Beast of burden? They were like, Volumar Waffle. We're gonna make these kids play this game by mistake. Do you think my dog is very confused? It's like, what is happening? I was born today and what is happening? Mother cat! What's going on? War child, war. Are they?
You, however, do not enjoy the protections of synthesis. For you, failure has real-life consequences.
I feel like that doesn't end up, but okay. No consequences for them, but consequences for me, and we're sharing the same space. See, it's funny like that with their lore. Whereas they get children involved, and then they get an older woman involved that wants to strangle children. The dog is like, what happened? Why do the holograms hurt so much? God, what a miserable life pets in this universe have. The funny part is, if you use Arcane Fury, it's actually more damage if you go all crit on the weapon itself than 2 shards. But the problem is there's no place to put in the shards without sacrificing, what is it? Duration, flow, battery, and you don't get the 250 sweet spot, so you lose a lot of damage instead. So that is why I give up on Valkyr's build. Whatever this build is good enough. I'm just gonna use her prime on her tree whenever it comes to big enemies. That's it. But sometimes the tree doesn't apply the debuff. They don't take more damage, I noticed. Especially the Scaldera. The Scaldera was not taking like 100% increased damage, I'm sure of that. Oh, the vulnerability applies to the globe's little thing, and then I hit it, and then it pops much faster on the corpus. Valkyr, you have all that range. How can you miss, girl? There goes all my energy. Okay, the stupid dog leveled up. Hallelujah, man. Now don't bother the cat in here with this dog. I think Valkyrie is the type of frame that requires a pet to feel better about herself. Kind of like those guys who get a dog for their dog. Why do you need to buy a dog for your dog? Because my dog is depressed. What do you mean your dog is depressed? My dog he has a superiority complex, or should I say inferiority? Because you know humans number 1, dogs number 2, and I'm like maybe humans are number 2. You never know. You don't need to specify your dog is number 2, but you know such a strange thing to say. You don't need to specify that. Just say your dog and that's it. But okay, what's your point? My point is I need to get a dog for my dog so he doesn't develop a complexion. And I'm like, what do you mean a complexion? Like a tan? Like a suntan? No, my dog will get depressed. He's getting depressed. So I got him a dog and now he's happier. My dog is leading the dog and I'm like, you do realize your other dog is gonna get depressed then? No, that's not how it works. I swear it's complicated. It's a mathematical formula on how dogs are happy. And I'm like, motherfucker, shut up. Your dog is happy because they have a friend. That's what it is.
Like a puzzle box.
Don't pretend. Why do they pretend they know how to raise dogs? I'll never understand that.
I'm glad to see this, Tenor. There's honor in a name.
There's no honor in raising a stupid animal. Why did my clothes change? Oh, because I was on number 2, and then when I changed config A with config B, I switched them around. I was wondering why my heavy attack was not doing anything sometimes. If sucky damage.
I delivered a life support capsule to the area.
Good for you, mother. I'm so happy you found out how to deliver capsules to an area. Good for you. I'm so proud of your mother. Every day I'm so proud. I'm like, this is my mother. Look at her, she's so cool. And then the Grenier are like, get her! And then the corpus are like, get her! And I'm like, mother, how do you make so many enemies in this system? And then she's like, you don't understand. I'm like, yeah, I clearly don't. By the way, how are things on Tau? What do you mean, Mother, stop making problems for me everywhere! It's complicated, child. Adults. Man, fuck adults, honestly. You guys just keep on fighting. That moment when your mother made a mess out of everything. You know, it kind of feels weird. It's like that one situation where mom fights with somebody and she's in the wrong. At the same time, you're like, what should I do here? I don't understand. I like what Hollywood says. You know, family. It turns out that if family does something wrong, you need to call it out, or at least don't defend them. Oh, right, the dog doesn't have the sucky tool. But wait, what's the lack of spawns around here, dude? Okay, look at this. Wow, I did something so cool. Children. By the way, D, you claimed that the Warframes have a little bit of like 5-meter pickup. I don't see it happening. I literally need to walk over the mods to pick them up. So never lie again, okay, Steve? Never lie again in your life. Don't think I don't notice you. Your sins. Remember that time? 3 adult men were fighting teenagers about universal vacuum in Warframe. I'll never forget that. It was so funny. 3 adult men who pay taxes are fighting children about the universal vacuum. About the stupidest things. Because the funny part is, back then, D actually did think, yeah, D, this is not 5 meters, this is not 5 meters. Here's 5 meters that you guys claim, okay? Next time, don't lie. I'm glad to see you guys still keep on lying. Some people are just born as natural liars. They can't help themselves. If there's one thing Canadians are known for, is lying and being kind. You see, Canadians have to be kind because they lie so much. It's like when they give a visa to everybody. And then they're like, oh wait, we don't have any houses left, sorry! I guess you have to go back, our bad! Somebody's gonna be like, what, topical? I'm like, yeah. Here's a visa! Oh, by the way, do you guys want to see a doctor? Yeah, I kind of got shot back in my country, I'm kind of bleeding out. Can I say doctor? Well, 6 months after if you survive. The lies they tell themselves every day. My finger enjoys this a lot. Oh yeah, but wait. Oh, okay, cool. Damage? How much damage am I doing? That's it? I should be doing in the millions with this. This is not damage, man. Oh, 2.4 million, wow. What my average should be with this build. Oh, that's actually a slam. It has a blast component to it. The feet stomp. Oh, that's why it's double proccing sometimes. Also, I like how over there I did like 48 million. Oh, right, because also my stacks, my damage is trash now. Yo, dog, are you done leveling up? Yeah, this is not damage for me, man. Oh, 3.9 million, well, I don't care. How do people play with these numbers? They're so depressing to see. You see, this is the reason I don't play with numbers. Because you see a YouTube video, people are doing like 2 million damage. Sorry, not 2 million, like 118, and I'm like, dude, it's impossible. My average damage, I mean, my overall average damage is basically like above 2 million, I can confirm that much. 4.9 by itself over there, 3.2. Yeah, okay, checks out. But that's what I mean, you know? They min-max, they get the perfect hits, they also get like a headshot with the melee, because you can actually melee with you can headshot with the melee. They do that, and then they're like, hey, I did 118 million. You know, they pretend as if it's the average amount of damage they'll do in a mission. Also, I never realized how inflated enemy enemy HP is. Honestly, I think they should like cut out the 0 at the end of these numbers. Also, how come we can change stance on Valkyr's claws? Because there's that one awesome stance. The one where like if you do the slide, like she kicks. It was on the Hirudo. God, the other stances are much more like interesting to look at than this. Are you done, dog? Yo, dog. Yo, dog, stop being dead, dog. Dog! Almost there! Oh my god, thank you. Okay, where's the exit? Okay, dog, you stay asleep. Pretend you're asleep, Popush. See, he recovered. Good for him. What a stupid animal. Vizier, huh? You want to do viziers? I Aladdin them. I like how back in the day they actually thought like people were gonna spend money buying resources. And then they found out the actual moneymaker, which is Forma. So much I get? 26 it said? Okay, each cat and dog is 6,000. See these animals, man. They're like fucking animals. They're born as animals. They'll stay animals. They can't evolve past being an animal. What a bunch of animals, honestly. It's why I hate animals,
You
man.
may say, operator, your chosen
Yeah, I know all
Warframe
this. Now shut
suits
up. Where are my
you.
actual claws that I use? Arcane Fury is less damage. No, Arcane Fury... the thing is with Arcane Fury, if you're getting like 24 million per hit, with like the violet crystals, with Arcane Fury and one violet crystal, if you can stick it in somewhere, that two combination with the current setup I have will end up being like 29 million or 30. It's a 10 million increase on the damage. But I have no place to stick it in. I need the energy, I need the duration, I need this, I need that, so yeah, it's kind of a problem. So this is the best I can do with the build. Yeah, this build does more damage. I'm getting the multi-millions much faster. Well, actually, not faster. Like, yeah, I'm averaging the 1 million even higher. You see, it shows I'm doing less damage, but like I'm killing them much faster than this. Oh, sorry, it's because my my millions are not in the red. That's what I'm looking at. What's a full charge here? I have no idea. People get to 118 million. And this with full damage. You coward! Hiding inside a box, huh? You think the box is gonna protect you? Where are you? No. I wonder if that snapshots it. Because that'll be 300% strength on my core, assuming it's snapshot. Oh, it did! Oh, yeah, it did. It did snapshot. Wow, those two actually can snapshot with an extra 50% strength. We'll all share in the bounty of 100 Endo. Who I'm gonna share it with my dog? What's that, Master Endo? What's Endo? Can I eat it? No. It's like chocolate for dogs, you'll die. Okay, then what am I gonna share this for? I don't know why the dog became sentient. And started talking in English. It's just you see the red crits. Yeah, this is why I don't do stuff like this. You see the red crits and you're like, wow, this is so much more damage. Yeah, 2.3 million. You're lucky if you can get a 4. I think I saw a 4 somewhere on this attack. But this one, 14, 5.3, and this is per hit. 19, explosion is like 300. I'm sorry, how did you survive that? 136 million, 8.2, if I debuff you. 14, 103, yada yada yada.